Hi, this is Kali from Theater Kicker with a mic this time as well. We just got to Rotterdam. We're heading to Schouwburg Theater in order to interview Davy Pieters about her newest performance, Do Not Look Back with Regret. It's going to be on stage on the 26th, you know it, where Theater Kicker. And hopefully now we're going to have a good talk about her previous projects, her future ones, but also how does she see the future of our culture connected to the theme of technology. Signing up to be a good one, so I hope you guys enjoy. Hi, Davy.
Hi.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, of course, a pleasure. I want to ask you first to introduce yourself and your work with a few words, just so our viewers can know what is this about.
My name is Davy Pieters. I'm a director,
Yeah.
and I created the performance Do Not Look Back with Regret. And it's a very filmic and visual performance, physical performance as well, about grief, search for comfort, and about loss, dealing with loss. Yeah.
Okay. I read in one of the articles that were with you that you got inspired by, well, throughout this year we had to deal with a lot of it, but was there like a moment for you where it switched to you? How did that come to you as an idea to put it into an experience like that?
I was first creating a performance about immortality. So it was called Eternity,
Okay.
and then it was a week before the first lockdown. So we were rehearsing and talking a lot about what does it mean to along our lives, and how do you give meaning to it, and maybe we in the future will be immortal.
Yeah.
But then Corona hit us, and I couldn't make anything about immortality when there was so much mortality around us.
The opposite, yeah.
The opposite, and then I thought, I should actually, maybe we lived already for quite a long time in a kind of idea of a kind of fiction that we are sort of immortals in an immortal world, but actually we should take a better look at we should take a better look on that, about mortality, take a better look at losing our lives or losing our world we are living in.
Right.
So actually the pandemic kind of made a shift for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reformation a little bit, right?
Yeah. It's going from immortality to mortality. Yeah.
Right. And it's a subtle topic again, the topic of time. I noticed that you have a lot of your performances play with the concept of time and with the movement of time, how we move forward or backward to time. I'm just gonna leave it that way. Yeah. Is that a predominant theme again, or is there something more to it this time that you're putting into it? Is time a general theme again, or not so much?
I think in a more sensible way. I think I created a kind of, I would say, timeless space where the two characters and the audience experience this kind of loss. And we work a lot with blackouts. So the performance is framed by a kind of, taking off the lights and then opening it up, and it maybe gives a sense of how long is she actually there, how long are they here in this space. So I think maybe this is a little bit more timeless,
Right.
but in the end it's also working with that there is an end coming, maybe an end of life, or maybe an end of life of our world.
Yeah.
So in that case it kind of deals with ending of a time.
Of a time.
Yeah,
Okay.
but maybe in other performance it was maybe more clear, but but going backwards and going
Not
forward.
necessarily, yeah.
But this may be getting a bit of losing the grip of time
Yeah.
in your emotion or in dealing with. Yeah.
Okay. And if in that sense it's maybe something that you don't do so often, I was really curious to ask you, your debut came out, An Elephant, in 2012, right?
Yeah. Long
So
time ago.
reflecting on that, what
Yeah.
have you learned in your process?
I learned a lot about how physicality or a body can tell already so many things, or can maybe tell already so many stories, and I learned a lot about actually taking out theatrical elements in telling a story.
Right.
So the works that I make are very physical and visual, and I try to, I hope that the audience makes in this way this kind of physical connection with it. Yeah, I think I learned a lot about how, in this year that it's so sometimes you feel the urgency to reflect on a special time in our lives or in our society, and that you when you're an artist you can change like in a second what you want to do.
Yeah.
And we are so used to plan a lot in forehand and to make our plans, but actually this 1.5 year where everything was turned so upside down really teach me on to really look on what's going on for me and how can I take the space and time to reflect on that in the theater. So
Right.
I think all the years, kind of your relation with what theater is and what the space is, what the time is that you're using, the meaning of it changes.
Yeah.
So maybe what I learned is that kind of time changes everything.
Everything.
All the time.
Okay, I have one last question
Right.
that I don't know if you'd be able to answer me right now,
Another
but
big,
I'm gonna
big
try.
question. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't go small.
that's a good thing.
How do we not look back with regret?
How do we not look back with regrets? To live with the idea that everything will end, that this will end, that
Yeah.
our lives will end.
Yeah.
And if we are aware of that, I think we won't look back.
Yeah.
So be
Okay.
aware of your mortality.
Nice.
I think you won't look back. Yeah.
And do you think it's not looking back at all, or looking back with a good feeling? What do you think it's the key there? Don't you think it's good sometimes to look back at the old times, but maybe not with regret, but with I don't know, a good feeling of what's being.
Would if you can look back with warm feelings, it would be nice. But regret is such a the feeling of that you cannot turn something around is really you cannot do anything with it anymore. So
Yeah.
it's just regret. It
I get
stays
that.
there in the past. So
I think everybody can relate to the
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
of regret. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think look at the mortality of things and look at your own mortality. And
Right.
then you will probably will be very alive.
Yeah, because you know it works for every second. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.